man.
All right, we got him.
We like to apologize.
For what?
To absolutely no one.
The two-time champ does absolutely fucking nothing.
Now we are. And we're live.
We're rolling. Mate, what? Is this 160?
Yes, 160.
What a time. Listen, 200, we're coming for your ass. Made In Chafford podcast, episode 160. I am two Dems. The real is back. The real is back.
Come
if
on.
you don't know, do your Googles. It's getting embarrassing at this point. I told you last week, and I'll tell you this week, and I will probably have to tell you next week. I am really Himmy Neutron. I'm him in the flesh.
Yes, sir.
DSS, the best member, DK and dancing. Watch your back.
Yeah, man. Cole Sanusi, Don Corleone in the building. The one and only. AKA C-Note. AKA LL Coolins. We here, man.
For real.
Coming for your ears and ears and years and years. Your speakers. Your live speakers. Your headphones. We here, man. Episode 160. Let's get it.
Love that.
It's Eman G45. The G is solid in my name. The 45 is silent.
Come on.
R&B voice. Tinfoil hat Eames. Genghis Jabogwe.
Yes, sir.
It's the Black Mamba Dove. The Chia Yam.
Yeah.
The Prince of the East. Hello, how do you do?
I like that. Yeah.
Why was that so dramatic?
I don't know. That bang, that, you know what? Sometimes in life you get one shot and you gotta take it. I enjoyed that.
For real.
Episode 160.
Let's get into it.
Let's cook these conservatives.
Whoa, before we get there. Your mum is going to prison. Yeah.
That's news
For
to
1
me.
year.
Go on.
1 year.
Deserves to be there.
And you can't tell her the reason, but you receive 50 mil.
Say that again.
Your mum's going to prison. So basically, you get 50 mil, but your mum has to go to prison for 1 year.
I said, I'm sorry, mama.
I never meant to hurt you. I never meant to make you cry, but tonight.
I'm sorry, Miss Himmy. Ooh, I'm getting 50 mil.
Never meant to make my mama cry. Oh, hey, are we sick? Yo.
What before? So that's why you can't play with me. For real, get her out of here.
Hey, man. You
It's
know,
too easy.
So your mum's doing a year in bin,
It's a bit.
but you can't tell her.
I can't tell her.
You can't tell her why she's
Even
doing.
better.
Oh,
You made that easy for me.
Jesus
That's an easy
Christ.
bag. Watch, she comes home. Life is good. A year's quick. I'm gonna give like new home, new car. She ain't have to work again. What is it? 15.
50.
50. It's not even a
Yeah,
conversation.
yeah. Like,
Back your
she's
loads.
already plus 50. That's more than a meal for every year of her life.
That's a
Come on,
fact.
dog.
You're
I've
gonna
done the maths.
have to hold that.
A year.
Gonna have to hold that steel.
A jail's not even that bad, I've heard.
You tough, right? You gonna be alright? You tough, right?
No way. 50 million.
50 million.
Listen,
It's
dog.
British sterling.
And I never have to tell her. Why? She's just there. She thinks she's done a crime.
Even though the conservatives are destroying the economy.
Oh, you know what? The only
the
thing
double.
is, the only reason why it's peak is the psychological effect.
Yeah.
Because she's going to be
I'll pay
distraught.
for the best therapist ever.
Wow.
We'll get through it. We'll fix that.
That's generational wealth, my guy.
Oh, what are we talking about? 50 million.
You can't tell her nothing.
I'm at listen.
Would you do it? You're not committed.
She could go to church. She could save some people in prison.
There
She
we
could
go.
preach the gospel, man. He
So you're
has
saying
done
yes.
for me, he has done what nobody cannot do. The whole entire time.
You know what 50 million is?
That's life
What?
changing,
It
bro.
hits my bank the day she goes as well.
The day
I'm
she's in,
skedaddled. I'm skedaddled.
the day she's in, you get 50 mil.
Gee,
Listen, dog. She's gonna have to hold that.
for real. Do you know like what plans I'll have? I would even make sure her commissary is good. Like I'll say, I can't pattern it, can I? I can't put money to. Either way, hold it. It's a year.
It's a year. That's
I can't
crazy.
do anything to I can't send some. No, actually, what am I talking about? Hold it. It's a year.
Yeah, what are we even talking
when
about?
When you come out, best therapist, new house, new car, a holiday whenever you want. You don't have to work again.
I wouldn't want to see my mum in that situation, to be fair.
No one does. But do you want to see 50 million? I'm about the bag. I'm a bag chaser.
Do you want to cry in an Astra or you want to cry in a Wraith?
For real. Listen, there's going to be stars. And you're talking about the planet.
It's that psychological stuff. It's the psychological stuff, isn't it?
It's got out for the rest of our life, isn't it? That's the problem.
Yeah.
And the money might make it.
The
The money might make it worse.
Yeah, it's not
because
worth
when she comes out, she might resent you for the rest of your life.
Oh, she doesn't know. She has no knowledge that you have any.
No, as soon as she comes out, you have to tell her.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, you could tell her, but like, it's gonna be evident. Like,
it's gonna be peak.
So I went to prison for 50 mil. Yeah.
It's probably not worth it, is it?
Oh, you said you didn't have to tell her.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Oh. So isn't it?
Ignorance is bliss.
Like, I'm sorry.
Nah, I don't think I could. I don't.
It's a good question.
Yes, I know what 50 million is, but I don't think I could.
Okay.
Like, honestly, it's
I'm
that
gonna
good.
do LeBron
But
James on you. Double it. Here's another 2.
I appreciate you taking on this ride with me. You know what? Here go 2 more for y'all.
He really thought he made the deluxe album.
He's a sicko, man. He's a sicko.
Yeah, he is.
That's my favorite saying.
Oh yeah. That's my favorite saying. That's
The lie. I hope Rush looked at him like, brother, what are you doing?
What made you forget? Anyway.
No, it's mad because they caught him up with the books. You know, because he's always
he's never on this.
He's never read the book.
I hope he finishes that book someday.
No,
the press conference one where he's holding it.
He's holding it. It's like, yeah, I think it's a great book.
That's one of the funniest clips I've ever seen.
But stood for so much greatness.
Like, who are you doing
but
that for?
I haven't really started yet. But you know, it is what it is. But like,
I honestly think LeBron is just one of those people. Like when he was younger, he was like, he's just corny. Like he's always been like the most naturally gifted. But sometimes you can't separate that from who you truly like. If he wasn't that gifted man, he would be one of those dons. You're like, he's kind of moist, low key. But he just happens to be one of the best basketball players of all time.
Yeah.
So no one cares. Like even when you see like the videos where he's reciting the lyrics and he's not even doing the lyrics properly, like that's just him, innit? Like
I've never thought about that actually.
But it's so funny to watch because it's very human. Do you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
He could be like MJ, where MJ don't give a fuck about anybody.
Listen, I don't even think MJ's mentality. Actually, he might be an alright friend. I think he'd be a good friend, but I couldn't play with him.
What, Michael Jordan? No.
Outside of basketball,
I could do a year or 2, get my ring, and I'm bouncing.
But as a teammate, that's a wild teammate to have.
Nah, man. Because I mean, I don't think I could. Some people really have that mental threshold where they can play with a Jordan or a Kobe.
Nah, it's insane. This is thrilling.
Like it's thrilling.
Yeah, like when you play basketball, and you just do something, the amount of imagination, the imagination just spirals out of control with the amount of cusses you can think of and how you could just downplay an individual. It's so amazing.
No, I hear that.
It's electrifying. I'm telling you,
some people that's just not their game. So
it's mine.
You trash talker, Eman.
Oh, I love it.
This is Kevin.
That's why I just had to just like me not playing basketball is just taking me away from trash talk for like a good second.
Now you're back in.
Nah, I mean it's amazing to trash talk, but it's just like once you do it and you dub your guy, it's like what?
It's peak.
Where's are you on Kevin? Like, Kevin Garnett was terrible. I think who's homeboy? Tim Duncan. Said his mum's dead. Said something about his mum. That's where. Kevin
I don't think it's Tim Duncan. I think it's Larry Bird.
Larry Bird?
Yeah, Larry Bird.
Did Kevin Garnett and Larry Bird play at the same time?
No.
Or what? Larry Bird was coaching?
No, Larry Bird was playing and he said something about I think it was Larry Bird. I think he said something about someone's mum. And then like at the end of the game he said, mum's dead. It's like, sorry bro, I didn't know that.
Christ.
Either I know KG can get busy with the...
But the way Larry Bird would do it, he will take the piss. Like he's a wild boy, like
really?
For real. But he's really him.
Unassuming white man. Do you think he's a nice fella?
Who?
Larry Bird. Apparently not.
Oh, what? You don't think he's a nice person? I don't
Oh, no, I thought...
No, I think
he would be.
all of
Like,
them
he looks
are
like
nice
he'd be
people.
nice.
All of them are lovely, genuine people. But
Yeah.
the moment they get into competition,
It's
like,
war, innit?
Yeah,
it's,
like, I'm sure.
it's a completely different character, a completely different mentality. Where it's just like they know, most of them know how to control it. I don't think Michael Jordan knows how to control it.
I don't think people can, like, them man can separate the sport from...
Michael Jordan.
Once they're in it.
Michael
Kobe
Jordan.
also had that thing. Imagine...
Nah, Kobe Bryant.
What,
I
to
don't
Paul
think so.
Gasol? That clip.
There's no way I can do that to you. I don't
No,
care.
Kobe Bryant on the court, yes, but like outside of the court,
yes,
yeah.
saying.
I think
But-
Michael Jordan's the only person who can't.
He can't. I reckon Michael Jordan is competitive in, or just he can't turn that off.
Yeah,
It's
That's
just who he
why
is.
it's actually probably like actually go speak to someone. Like it's to not be able
Get
to
help.
turn it off.
Like, seek help.
To not be able to turn it off is crazy. Like what you're just going through life, and just everything has to be a competition. But to you, the point of people who like when it's on the when they're on the pitch or when they're on the court,
I don't
and
know.
it's on. To go through Paul Gasol like that's your brother.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
He
What
what
body.
if something had happened? He was doing too much. I don't know, but it's interesting. I couldn't do that to you, man. That's what I'm gonna say. But I don't have that in me.
No, I'll do it for real.
I'm doing it to you when we play with five-a-side. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, so-
I'm gonna do a slide tackle you like speed. Did this KSI.
I'm
So
doing it for
there's a
real.
little rivalry that's brewing between me and Collins in terms of football. So we went to Toka
Social.
Social.
Eman was really good.
Nah, he wasn't.
I was impressed.
He's got the best clip from that day when he won the game.
That gif is legendary.
100%. But let's just say Collins' first touch left a little to be desired. And
Allegedly.
there ain't no allegedly about it.
Allegedly.
Wow.
Do you know what though? I was trolling, but Mum Mats did have a stinker.
I don't know what that was doing.
Like, there's
I don't know if it was the alcohol in the system.
No one can tell me otherwise. Like, I know, I was going about that day calling Mum Mats a bad football player. He's probably the best in the group, but he had a stinker that day. There's no other way.
Is he still banging ball in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That was
there's
good
no
at
way to
football.
Like, I was.
Alcohol.
It must have been the alcohol impairment.
We hadn't not jumped that much by Tucker Social. If you'd said we'd gone Tucker Social around about like 11, I would have heard it. I would have said, yeah, everything's off. We'd probably been a pint or two down max. It should. I mean, listen, Mum Match had a stinker, and I'm as your friend, your brother.
I'm letting you know.
Yeah. You played well, but the first touch.
I was fine. My first touch at first was a bit shaky, but I got there in the end. I'm alright. I ain't that bad. I'm alright. I ain't gonna hold myself.
The point is, we're gonna play five-a-side at some point. I'll probably.
You in trouble, bro.
Yeah.
You niggas in trouble.
I already know my lungs. Just
20 minutes and I'm out of here.
I'm out. I'm in the car. But yeah, so we'll bring you news when that happens.
We'll give you guys an update. It'll be fun.
All I have to do is score 3 goals that day, and I'm calm.
Look at this guy giving himself parameters, bro. 3 goals in the five-a-side. That's not even a goal in normal football. You know, 5 goals in five-a-side means 1 goal in normal football. Bro.
Oh, what?
I know. I'm just making shit up.
No,
it'll be fun. There's actually, you know, I said there's a rooftop place you can play football. I think you can still do it in London. So I might book it out for guys.
That's the one you was telling us about, where Central she.
No, that's a
Simple
private.
sheet.
That's a private thing. But that's basketball.
But there's a rooftop.
Oh, is it basketball?
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
I'll look into it. But that'd be fun. That'd be a cool night out.
Do you know what? We should actually record it as well. That'd be great visuals.
Who's editing it, bruv? Exactly, bruv.
Man's just dishing out work.
Nah, he's not there. I'm not saying. I don't know. What
Yeah,
I'm saying.
you are saying, but bruv, I'm saying
Well,
nah.
I could record it on my phone. How about that?
Logistically, that must be really long.
What?
Like recording football. Because if you want to get like the specific angle,
No,
it must be quite long, right?
I was just saying, like,
Logistically.
get a few clips, not like record.
Oh no, not like the whole
No,
thing, but like even if you wanted to get like one
Yeah,
clip.
at
That's what I was like when he was talking about editing. I was just thinking we just get a few clips to show that we played football, not to the whole thing. No way. You're gonna see some stuff.
I'm
like
charging
that.
you niggas. Like,
Fair enough.
I'm charging you niggas for real.
I think it'd be fun. I would like us to play at some point soon, but
100%.
we'll figure out the logistics of that.
Okay.
Do y'all trust Liz, me daddy?
Yeah, let's kill her.
Liz, trust me,
Not
daddy.
kill her because they'll come for me. But what's going on?
So they announced the budget. The Chancellor announced the budget, and it has sent everything into a frenzy. A lot of it is basically, if you guys don't know, a lot of it is crunching the numbers, trying to flip the work as far as tax laws, mortgage laws, stamp duty, all types of shenanigans.
But they try to do
Happens
too
every
much
year.
of one. Is that the problem?
I think it's just more. It was more so. It was too much of a drastic change, and I think what's happened as a result, which always happens with the Conservatives have shown, is they will crunch the middle class, and the people who pay the most taxes will kind of get away with things. So I don't know the numbers off my head verbatim, but it's almost to the extent where people who are earning 150k and above will be paying similar taxes to people who are earning 50k and above. So it's you squeeze the middle so the people at the top can eat, and the working class will inevitably feel the impact of the middle class being squeezed as well. So in short, the rich get richer.
Because from what I know,
they like us at this point.
because from what I know, the rate the rate goes 20%, then it goes no tax up until a certain threshold. So like I think it's like 12,500.
Yep.
Then from 12,500 upwards to I want to say 100,000.
It's 51.
No, firstly it's 20%.
20% from 1250 to 51.
Yeah, to 51.
And then 51.
And then 51 to 100 is 40%.
40%. Then
Plus 100,000 on onwards is 45%.
Yeah.
So then what they've done now is taken away the 45%, and if you earn 200 grand, you're still going to pay your 40% plus the 20%, and then your exemption of 12,500.
So it's a lot of.
So essentially, you get 12,500 tax free, then onwards and upwards. Yeah, you go.
You get taxed on that specific proportion of each amount you go up. But yeah, long story short, it's fucking over people who are in that middle bracket, which is the vast majority of us, and just stuff with mortgages is sending the economy crashing. So the pound is like super down on the US dollar. Interest rates are going crazy. Like they've cooked the interest rates. So like people, if you want to take out like a mortgage, or people who are on like a 2-year fixed term mortgage, if they want to re-up and renegotiate new terms, the mortgage, the interest rates are insane.
Yeah,
so you could be paying like extra hundreds on your mortgage out of nowhere. Yeah.
Then now they're on like 3.8.
And that could easily, depending on what their mortgage is, that could be like a couple hundreds.
Like,
Because of the terms. So for example, if you go on a 10-year fixed rate mortgage, then you're going to be paying that rate for 10 years. Some people, what they do is they do like a short term, so like 2 years. Then after 2 years, they renegotiate and then remortgage, get whatever money they can from the property, and then use that. However, if the rates go up, the rates go up. If they go down, even better.
This is horrible.
It's peak, man, and people who are in less well-off situations are the ones that are going to suffer the most.
We just need a general election at this point. Like,
to be fair, the Conservatives are suffering as a result of this. I think people have only not people, but the people who have really been staunch in their support of the Conservatives, it's now showing. I think it's the lowest that the Conservatives' faith in the general public has been in the past 30 years. I think I saw a poll. So hopefully it means something is going to change.
This country will never fail to surprise me, because I don't know, man. It's like they could all be getting upset. If they still go to the polling booth and vote Conservative, I don't know, man. After this party is just
showing its ass over and over and over and over.
We don't even. You can go as far back as to the student loans thing when they made it 9k.
And just triple that shit.
Like, to do that and then just think, get away.
I understand where they came from to improve the studies, the equipment and so on and so forth, improve salary pay as well. But a whole generation you've mashed up.
You've
Yeah.
rid of them with that.
Really destroyed it, because a lot of people wanted to go to university, didn't go to
didn't,
university.
yeah.
Couldn't. Yeah.
Because and then even the same thing as well. People who are like my brother's age, who are like my friends as well, them man, they probably studied a subject that I wanted to study, but they studied it for a third of the price. And they're very much doing. They're okay, and they probably went off and did their masters. So with their masters, I'm probably only going to do 2 years of uni, and then that's it. So it's horrible. So
They've just made so many decisions like that one, and then it's just a continual. As soon as Brexit was a mess, like I just don't think people were given the information in order to make a proper decision.
Yep.
I think time will look kindly on Theresa May, but even she, just the whole not being able to get Brexit through, being PM for what felt like 6 weeks, and then fucking everything to do with Boris, like he was just, it was a joke how much of a joke he actually was.
Yeah.
And now we're here, and like this, there's no way around it. This budget is a mess. I'm not saying I have the answers, but I'm not paid to have the answers. You guys probably have the best financial advisors, like people telling you don't do this, and he still went with this decision.
And it's paying the price. Well, we're paying the price for it. Economy's in the gutter, man. Cost of living crisis. There's just so many. It's like when you're driving a car, yeah, and you just see one warning light come on, or you see like an amber light, you're like, oh, it's fine, it will be fine. Brother, this conservative car has 10 red lights on.
Yeah,
this car needs to be taken back, bro. Enough's enough, man.
Nah,
like, what the heck?
We just have to have a general election now, and not because I want to help the Conservative, but the damage that has been done is almost getting to the point it's irreparable. If they want to be seen as a serious party, they might need some time out. Like,
yeah, they've run their course. This is what happens this happens all the time. When someone's at the top for too long, you get complacent, and you almost begin to self-cannibalize on yourself because there's no real competition. Like I've seen this with Sony a bit. As good as their products are, yeah, like as good as Sony PlayStation, let me be specific. As good as their games are, and they are like top tier, they've in other aspects they begin to make really wild decisions. Like I saw a post yesterday that said that Sony are going to charge customers a fee, and if the customer pays that fee, they are entitled to receive better customer service. Like if they call up, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, I'm on a premium package," so they don't have to do the shit where they're waiting on the phone for 20 minutes
and you
to
have
get
to pay
there.
for that. How much is it?
I don't know. I don't know if it's to do with PlayStation specifically, but I know Sony were offering it somewhere. And I read this, I'm like, what the hell is this?
But that's when,
But that's when you've been, when you're at the top and it's stuck, that's when you can do dumb shit.
And there's no real, that Sony doesn't really have any competition. I don't think people are
It's not even
looking at
close.
the Xbox like that, I mean, to be Sony PlayStation specific. But
It's the same with the Conservatives.
Exactly, that's exactly it. I think
Labour have been so shit for so long that they've just been able to just do whatever they want to do.
100%. Well, not even shit. Like, I mean, shouts out to Jezza. He gave it a go. But I just think a general. This isn't what the people. I don't think it's what the people want anymore. I can't speak for everyone, and I know the world is a bit of an echo chamber. You go on Twitter and everyone has the same opinions as you. Yeah. But I just can't see how people could,
like, it's enough now. Like,
Yeah,
surely
100%.
surely it's enough now. You'd think it'd be enough, right?
and just mention
when is the next election?
too long. But this is something the country does.
When is it though? Like,
Is it next year or year after?
No, I think it's 2024.
2024. Then
It's a long wait, man. I think the real issue is they won't do it because they know they'll lose. So I don't think they'll ever do it. But it can't keep going on like this. They do need to put a law in place that you can't just keep changing prime ministers. Like, if you want to do that, cool. But that new prime minister, when instated by the party, so say, for example, Liz Truss comes in, there has to be a general election. Because I didn't vote for that lady. If the Conservatives are still in based on Boris Johnson winning the election, fair play. That happened in 2020. Was it? I think it was 2019. fair play. He won. The population voted for him.
Yeah.
Not Liz Truss.
Yeah.
So automatically there should be a general election. Even before we even got here, we didn't have to vote for Theresa, and we voted for David Cameron. So we have
who do we even want anymore? Yeah.
It's been more than 10 years of the Conservatives, and we haven't. I don't feel like we've had a real say in who's been in. Even David Cameron at the beginning was a bit hickey-hacky because he did coalition government with
Nick Clegg.
Yeah. So
it's a mess, man. This country is, brother. How can the pound be $1, bro? Do you know how peak
honestly,
that
yeah,
is?
that's and back in the day it was back in the day it was
is?
half. 50p was $1.
Do you know how peak that is, bro?
crazy.
Yeah,
I'm going to New York in 2 weeks. My pound ain't gonna be niche, bro.
Nah.
Niche.
You hold that. They're gonna tell you to hold that.
Fuck. I'm even like, do I even want to go anymore? Like, it's so peak. It's so peak, but you know.
Nah, I don't want to say it is what it is because I think we're past that now. Like
Our
something has
generation's
to be
just
done.
had to hold so many licks to the face, bro. It's so peak.
All I can hope is that this is the Roaring '20s, and the Roaring '20s started off like this back in the day. It was a recession. It weren't particularly fun, but the latter part of the '20s was fun. So I'm just praying because you're right. Like as a generation, we are the history books.
So
In
peak,
60
bro.
years,
They've slapped us with so much fuckery, man. So much
2
fuckery.
recessions. Homegirl died. COVID. It just feels
It's just a
non-stop.
roller coaster, man.
For real. And I think we're all in agreement. The sooner something changes, or the sooner they're out, something's got to give.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Well, all I can say is that currently at the moment, I hear what the Conservatives have done in terms of the tax. They're trying their very best to at least make sure the money stays within the UK. So like the people who have left the UK, for example, look at New York and California. Like they had a tax migration out of the state into Miami, Florida, Florida state, Texas state, even Vegas. Like they had a bunch of people just leave their state, take their money to another state for less taxes. So I think what they're trying to do is at least have a lot of people stay in the UK with their money and try and create jobs. Essentially, that's what they're trying to do. However, it's had a negative effect, and we just see it right now. Hopefully, it can get better, but right now it's mad.
Yeah.
The 45%. I never understood the 45%, but yeah, like
it's a lot to tax people. I don't know.
But that 45% helps a lot of the people in the UK, in the sense of how that money is spent towards the public, how that money is spent.
So
towards...
they're going to go back into the public needs like NHS, and
it goes back onto rollies and protects.
Instead of rolling on protection.
As sad as
this topic, man.
as sad as
I hate it here.
as sad as that seems, like, bro, I mean, of course, for the person who's rich, who's probably earning 150k and understands they have to pay that 45%, now no longer paying the 45%, and then also stamp duty. What makes it worse is that I watched Lynn May on Instagram, and she was talking about the stamp duty being taken off completely. First time buyers will suffer the most, because anybody can now go and buy a yard. So the people who are earning 150k can then turn around and buy the yard and then send it to you for rent. So
this is, I think they're trying to.
What it does, it stimulates.
Do they want us to buy in this country? I don't know anymore.
No, what I'm trying to say is that it stimulates the economy in one way. However, it does have a negative effect that we're not addressing, and that's the situation that we as young people, we're like, bro.
I saw it and I got excited because I thought initially, oh, what? No stamp duty till 425k. I was like, yeah, that's cool, that's great.
Yeah.
But then you know there's gonna be a knock-on effect somewhere. Like, how can I even be excited about that? I know they're gonna try to.
Yeah, because
one other way.
Now you, as a first-time buyer, you're disadvantaged because now you have to actually go to war with somebody who has the money, who has equity in different properties.
Someone will come up like, yeah, I'm a cash buyer. It's like done. You're doomed.
Increasing the amount of landlords, and then now you have to pay an excess amount of money just to
Everything's shambolic right now. Bro.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Renting market is peak as well. I remember we went to, before we got this place, we went to some other place and I asked them like, you know, is this place still available? She's like, yeah, sure. However, we did have a bid this morning. Someone offered to pay for the property for 2 years up front. I said, I just put my
get out, man.
I just put my phone down. I told Sophie, she's like, don't even respond to them because what kind of nonsense is that?
Who's do? Where is
No,
that?
people
I was like,
Buy a house.
That's like 25k, like 25k up front.
But the thing is, it's London.
I said
They're not willing to. They're not willing to go out to
fucking hell, bro.
to Harrow just
No,
to
I
come
hear what you're
here.
saying. I hear what you're
I
saying.
said you lost.
Is it
your
Harrow
mind.
or Harlow? Whatever.
I said Harlem.
Yeah.
It's Harrow, you're right.
Yeah. Harrow.
2 years up front.
That's
That's bananas, man. Actually, get a life.
But the thing is, it's worse in. Yeah, no, it's here in the UK. Yeah, there's bidding wars, bruv.
It's peak.
Oh no! The bidding wars is
Bidding
out
wars
of it.
for a
Yeah,
rental
nah,
property.
Man. I'm talking. Girl called. I saw on TikTok. A girl called up, said, "This place available," and estate agents are being dicks at the moment. But they were like, "Yeah, it is." They showed her around the house, let her see everything. That place had been gone.
Been gone.
Been gone off the market
Shouldn't
for
laugh,
renting.
that's so peak.
But I don't know how they. Maybe it was a miscommunication, but that's how intense it is.
Yeah.
That places are going like that. They didn't. So she said it was a misunderstanding because they didn't even have time to process that the place had gone. That's how quickly places are going. It was an accident on their behalf. She said they apologized. But that's how quickly they're going. They're not even having time to process that places are coming and going.
Brother, everything is in shambles right now, bro.
Really and truly, I mean, yeah, it's mad.
I mean,
All I know, like I've been saying, hoes, crack cocaine is gonna be popping off. Gang wars is gonna be popping off in the next couple of years.
I mean,
and we're really gonna see an intensity. It's not gonna be no joke. It's gonna be hard times, man. And winter's coming, bruv. Like this cold.
For real.
Long johns, bruv. You'd have to wear them long johns. I say that like, in the jokey way.
Nah,
but
you're
serious.
right.
Robes, bro. Bathrobes. That's the one, bro. Just wear your bathrobe,
I
bro.
think we're gonna. What
Hella
goes up
warmth.
must come down. I'm a big believer in that. So I do think all of this does stabilize. Obviously, this is a massive knock on from COVID and whatnot, but I do believe it will hopefully stabilize. It's just a case of when.
I agree. I got an interesting question for you guys. Not really an interesting question, but something I thought about. Is there anybody, could be a celebrity, could be somebody you know, anybody that you think that if somebody else told you they didn't like them, you'd think that they're bad vibes? Like if I said to you, for example, Eman, I don't like Pusha T. That might not be the barometer for you because he might be somebody.
You said to me, you don't like Pusha T. I think you are bad vibes.
Yeah. Is there anybody we hold such a high regard that would be like, if you don't like that person, there must be something wrong with you. You must be bad vibes.
Those girls going around that said they didn't like Beyonce and they got cooked.
I've not seen it, but
Basically, I mean, fair play. That's their opinion, but obviously the Beehive don't play. So they said, don't get Beyonce. Think she's overrated. They kept their mouths
I'm
shut.
getting cooked.
I think they had to turn comments off.
Yo, the name of the guy this escapes me. The guy who does Jay's link up, Jay Andres, yeah, he tweeted something about Beyonce. I don't know what he said. To me, it wasn't even that bad. It wasn't even that. Some of the tweets. There was this one tweet. It was actually disgusting how bad it was. It was like, you black, it's like, you black monkey, you fucking coon, you piece of shit. You should be like a slave. Like you should be from the pits of Africa. You know when you see like 100 quote tweets and no retweets, everyone was like, yo, what made you go and have like what's going? Because of Beyonce, bro.
Some people are deluded.
Yeah,
I said you gotta calm down.
I'm not playing. Listen, there's certain fandoms that I'm just steering clear of.
You
Shout
gotta
out to
calm
Selena
down.
Gomez.
Selena Gomez.
I don't think there's anyone that I feel like, because I'd get it. I don't think anyone would put me off.
I think not liking Stormzy if you look me dead in your eye and be like, I hate Stormzy, my question would be why?
Yeah.
I don't
Like,
think
if
it's bad vibes.
If you refer to the chip beef, I get it, because you're coming from a purist angle. But that's the noise I was talking about earlier. But anything else about Stormzy, basically the pipes are hella old. So whenever they use their hot water, it gives us this stupid noise. It's
Is it gonna
so
be, how long is that gonna go for?
maybe a minute.
Oh, okay.
Um,
You can hear the sounds of the pipes. There you go.
Long. What was I going with this story?
Stormzy,
If it was like, if someone who watched that video, watched the empowerment, watched all that shit, and walks away from it and be like, just don't like him. I'm just like, what's your beef?
That would be a bit off.
It's a you problem.
I'm trying to think actually. The Rock is one, because he just gives off good, like at least he tries to give off positive vibes.
I like The Rock, but I don't know if I like movie star Rock, man. I don't think I don't love it.
50 Cent.
I get it.
50, nah, I get it if you don't like 50. Come on, man.
50.
50
50 has enough enemies to last a
Listen,
lifetime.
No, you know why? Because the thing is, like, I would do that as well. People say, "Oh, do you like Jadakiss?" Nah. Do you like Ja Rule? Nah, I think he's moist. Do you like Shine? Never did. Yeah, he's whack. He's in prison. He came out. That's it. Do you know what I'm saying? Just because Rick Ross, do you like Rick Ross? Never. He's
Fuck
a fat,
Rick Ross.
He's a fat police officer. Actually, he's a correctional officer. But
Officer Ricky.
yeah, but like the whole thing is like, because you're a 50 stan, there is a reason to that. But if you just don't like them because you don't like them for no particular reason, then you need help.
You need help.
But I don't think you're bad vibes. I just think you're entitled to your opinion.
It will puzzle me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you don't like so and so for what reason? Like exactly, I'd ask for why. I don't know if there's any celeb for me, because I feel like I could understand with any celeb, even ones that I like. Like if someone said to me, I don't like Drake, I'd be like,
Crack on.
sometimes me too. Like,
Sometimes I don't even. I love that man, but he doesn't make it easy.
So I completely can get on board. I don't think there's any artist that I'd say wholeheartedly. I don't. Artist or actor or anything. John Boyega's one, actually.
What, people don't like John?
Nah, if someone said to me they don't like him, I'd be like,
Why?
yeah,
Like, what's
you're
wrong
a
with
racist Star Wars fan. I see you.
Yeah, you
From
being.
the jump. Actually, stormtroopers can't be black because of the way they're born. It's a made up story.
But one day black anyway.
I don't know if they're all black, but
They better
Well,
not
they
be.
definitely have some ethnicity. They're not white.
I don't know.
From
I'm
what
just
I
saying,
remember
I'm
from
not-
a film.
I'm not getting in. I don't know the technicalities of Star Wars like that.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. So, I don't know how the shit works. I just go and watch the movies.
Was so. You know what? You know that Little Mermaid thing I sent you guys with Munya, yeah.
Yeah.
You know the funniest bit on that clip where she's like, "Why are you so angry?" Like, and he's like, "Of course I need to be angry." Because he points to the TV and he's like, what did he say? He says, because she can't swim. He basically is inferring that black people can't swim in it. But the way he said it, I said, this guy's a sicko, bro.
No, that's insane.
Listen, I'm here for creative racism. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm here to laugh. If you can get creative with it, fair enough. That's some funny shit. Don't give me the boring shit.
Yeah.
Did you see this? Did you see the video of the guy going to that guy's crib in America? He's like, "Hey neighbor," no, he didn't even say "Hey neighbor." He was like, "Hey, we're just going around talking to people in the neighborhood, talking to the niggers. I mean neighbors."
Oh my god! It was caught on his DoorDash.
He's like, "I'm sorry," and then the guy just closed the door.
But why would you do that?
And you can see the white guy walk off, and he's just
Hey,
like,
listen, if they come to
"What's his head?"
Because he knows he messed up.
yeah, what's you, nigga?
He was distraught. He was by the porch like this.
He knew his career was over.
was-
I'm sorry, you can't do that in this day and
We'll
age.
just go around the block just talking to neighbors. I'm sorry.
Was the person black?
Yes. He just closed the door. What can you? What?
See, the thing is, when them people come to my door, they'll open it, and I'll be like, "Oh, you're hard of hearing, it's cool. Good day," and I close the door.
I've seen that video. I've seen that video.
Listen,
There was your
man.
whole witness. It's like, yeah, we come here to preach, to talk to you about Jesus Christ.
Oh,
It's like,
yeah.
oh, in love. Right. And then,
You're bad.
yeah, trigger warning. But it's just like, oh, and then the next thing, yeah, it's like, oh, you're hard of hearing. Yeah. It's like, have a good day. You too, man.
You motherfucker! Gotcha. That's so funny.
Oh, what was he saying just before that? Oh, the guy. Yeah, his career's over.
He's gone. You knew. It's the way he spent like 20 seconds just
Why
thinking
did
what
you
you
try
did.
to? I would have just held it. Because the cover up with Neighbours is crazy. I think the Neighbours.
Neighbours.
Yeah.
I can see the parallel.
The maths ain't mathing for me.
He wanted to say that.
He had one shot and he took
Yeah,
it.
he took it.
Oh,
That's
mate.
crazy. To cover it up with the Neighbours.
That's
I
insane.
think he's in Australia. That's when good
Neighbours.
neighbors become good friends.
That's terrible.
Listen.
Did you guys see the or did you guys hear about
Did you guys see about the guy from McDonald's? I don't think we ever talk about it.
the one with the axe?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah,
told
we
us
spoke
about
about
it.
it.
Oh, we did. Oh,
Yeah.
Cool.
That's wild.
I'm not letting him get in the bag. I could never understand.
I'm leaving.
If someone's going in a bag, there is no good coming from that.
Man, just
None. And then
smashed
you
the
look,
glass. I said, I'm out of there.
but the teacher boy had a squabble.
Squab. Listen, I'm out of there. I'm gone.
He's not getting to the bag.
10 toes.
I don't care what I have to do. If I have to throw the fresh oil on him,
11 toes,
we're
bro.
we're not leaving. We can't leave my girls there. Like, oh,
Nah,
someone has to die.
we gotta
That's what I'm
go.
gonna say.
We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go. I'm not sure how, but we gotta
But when
go.
he was eating them bangs and he was throwing,
I'm still here.
I don't understand. Because for me, after that, it will compute that I'm not fighting a sane person. Like, this is clearly someone who's built differently. Maybe it's we gotta go, but he's not getting into that bag. I don't care. Let's shoot him on sight. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Army went into the bank.
They
Pull out the axe. No, do that. What you gonna do? Hey man, yo. Bush.
Oh shit.
Oh, that was a great timing. Bush.
Sound effects and that.
Very, very, very peak, man.
Yeah.
Very, very, very
Yeah.
peak.
What were you gonna say, Colin? Sorry, I cut you short.
Nah, that's cool. I was just gonna say about Asake's
Tickets.
tickets. The
So what's the mess? I don't get it. So he sold out.
He sold out.
the most stupid rollout for tickets I've ever seen in my life. Long story short, Afrobeats artist Asake, I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. People go back and forth between the two. From Nigeria, done amazing this year. Doing a show in London, 11th of December. Pre-sale tickets supposed to go out on Friday. So you know with the pre-sale, they'll allocate X amount of tickets to go out. Then they'll sell the rest on Monday. Pre-sale tickets come out Friday morning. I tried my best. They were sold out. Everything was sold out. I was like, okay, cool. I'll just try on Monday. But as I'm looking through the tweets, it seems that it wasn't just the pre-sale tickets that were released. It was all of the tickets that were released at the same time. So people are like,
Could that just have been an error though? It might not have been. Because who happens? It's not. It's got to be O2 Brixton. It's not his team.
so it won't be O2. It will be.
Oh, is it your team that does it?
It will be well.
Because that
Technically, it will be. So O2 Brixton will have an amount of tickets, and then they'll sell tickets to Ticketmaster. They'll keep some for O2 Priority. They'll sell some to Shubs. They'll sell it to the vendors. So I'm not sure who really is at fault. To be completely honest with you,
I don't think it's his team because I saw online they were saying it's his team, but I don't think they just have his team would just have to get him there. I think the extra day was crazy.
yeah. So what happened after that is, so the first one sold out, and everyone's like, "Ah, cool."
So that is sold out.
Yeah, because he posted like, "Oh, my first gig at London sold out."
So he sold 5,000 tickets.
Yeah, so that everyone's like, "Wait, you're supposed to be selling more tickets on Monday. How are you sold out?" But he distracted us by saying there's going to be another day. So everyone's like, "Alright, fine." But then those tickets went on sale immediately. They were supposed to go on sale on Monday as well. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So then everyone's like, "What the hell? It's a mess." I don't know what happened.
I feel bad.
So then,
because his team was taking a lot of heat for it.
It could be his team. Honestly, it's hard. It's hard. I don't actually know how ticket touting goes. I do think the team will have some kind of say in it, but I don't know how it works.
At most, it's got to be on. It's got to be on O2 and
O2 or Ticketmaster or Shubs.
Because
I'm not sure.
Sort out. I just say my job is just to get my artists there, and maybe we'll do sound. All the other stuff we'll take care of.
It's just weird because this is uncalled. I've never seen this happen before. And the only.
I think it was his day off, man. Because every other day he organised.
This was a very unorganized day for him.
This was not his day.
But what was I gonna say? So. I managed to get tickets. I don't know how. My sister messaged me because she knows I knew I was trying to get them, and she's like, "Oh, just try Shubs again." And an hour afterwards, for the first date, I managed to get it. So I was like, "All right, cool." So
for the first day,
yeah, somehow I managed to get it an hour. I don't know how I managed to get it.
Friday? What day is it?
Sunday. But he's doing 2 extra days.
2 extra. So wait, no, surely not.
So he's doing Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday, I think.
God,
he's doing well, man. Like I think. It's a testament.
I told you in the last,
he's coming. Yeah.
Away, man.
He's had an incredible year.
Yeah, he has for sure.
I'm not at a point where I really want to see too many artists anymore. But I said if he's coming to London, I'm going to make sure I see him because he's a talent. I'm not sure if his live performance is all there yet, but I'm sure the vibe will be good anyway.
Yeah,
so
I'll carry it. Let him. Gonna go standing or sitting?
I tried to get seated, but I couldn't get it, so I'm just gonna go standing. But when I last went to standing at O2, it was cool. I saw Dave, and I was like just chilling by the corner, so it wasn't as like crazy there. I like having a bit of space. I'm not really. I'm not.
After that one time we went to Travis Scott, I said, I ain't doing this again.
This is the ghetto.
This is for real.
Yeah.
Them kids.
You know, I don't mind standing anymore because I think you just got to do it a certain way. Like for example, when we went to Travis Scott. O2 Brixton is a good place to be seated because you can still see fairly well. Whereas Roundhouse, when we went for Freddie, it's a good venue, but it's the seating is too far back. Whereas if you compare it to like Kentish Town, it's very close. Like when we saw Push, it was still very much there.
Are you standing for Push?
No, we're seated for Push as well. So it's still very close. I think it depends on the venue. I actually am not as averse to standing as much as I used to anymore. Because in retrospect, I would have probably stood for Freddie now. I think about it because it was a bit too far away.
I quite like seated, to be honest. That would
I mean, my default will be seated. If it's O2, I'm happy to sit if I'm close. Let me just sit, please. Let me sit. But yeah, no, I think it would be a good gig. People are saying, why doesn't he do the O2?
I don't think he
but
can do it.
I don't think it. I think people don't realize how. I think the O2 is becoming more accessible for artists to do nowadays. But I think you need to take time. You can't come to the UK and your first gig be the O2. No one's ever done that before. Like it doesn't work like that.
No.
Like regardless of how big you think you are.
What? How big did that even? Yeah,
Drake, when Drake came here first time, did Hammersmith Apollo. When Kendrick came here,
what's
did
the name?
some small place in Camden.
Is it Pink? No, I don't want to call him Pink Venom. I don't know what they're called. Are they called Pink Venom?
Blackpink.
Blackpink.
But
Yeah,
they're
that's the song.
humongous, man.
That's
You can't even listen. Them K-pop.
they're already there. They're already
Yeah.
there, innit? And the demand is already there.
And them, it's
That's
not
a
even
yeah.
talking about, man.
Unless
Yeah,
unless you're a superstar.
But they're
then
cultural
you-
appropriation. Like,
What?
nah, they
Princess.
nah. Well, actually, the whole lot. Like when Joe Budden said it, I was like, that's a bit unfair. But K-pop is it's questionable, bruv.
I think they have their moments, but I don't think those
Bust through the
two-
door, waving the 4-4.
Who said that?
That's a Biggie Smalls line, but then the way they've sampled it, and then there's another line where they sampled that again, and it's like, alright,
Listen.
there's no creativity in that one. Whoever wrote that is 12.
Listen, I ain't trying to mess with any of those armies, man.
Shout out to K-pop. I don't think its essence is that, but maybe for them to have got to where they are, they've had to do a little bit of it. But I do think, I mean, that as a whole, that K-pop bag is a deeper, darker criminal link that I don't even want to get into. But yeah, that's yeah. But yeah, no, I think it'll be a good concert, and gonna put up with the jeans in it.
The jeans.
Gotta make sure the jeans are ready.
Yeah.
He can't be a real person.
The jeans top was insane.
I think he's clocked on that it's become a thing because he can dress like the song by video. It's clean. I don't know if you've seen.
Yeah.
I've actually not seen the video yet. I've not seen the video.
Watch it. Honestly, it's
cold.
Beauty.
Trousers, shoes.
Yeah, no, he's trippy. So all of this, I think, is an act. Because it gets people thinking.
No, it's just fashion.
The jeans are jeansing.
The jeans. I've gone from skinny to slim. I've made the transition.
It's time to go back.
Yeah,
Levi Jinz. Let's run it back.
I'm not doing karate trousers. I can't go out. Listen, because you man won't let me breathe. I don't want to hear it from behind. Your jeans are funny. Like I can't do that ever in my life.
If there's ever,
it's got to be an act.
If there's
it's exacerbated. It's fashion. It's just new. Just give it another 2 years.
Maybe.
Baggy jeans.
I don't think I'd ever go that baggy. Yeah. It looks like he's parachuting.
He looks like Groovy Chick.
I don't know how he did it.
Hella air in those jeans.
I don't know how he did it. He didn't have a belt on.
He didn't have a. That's a really good point.
And to dance like that is impressive. With no belt, hella baggage.
Yeah.
I just think the jean.
The jean top.
Listen,
Billie Jean.
Whenever I see him wearing jeans now, it's jean. The jeans are
jeans. The jeans are jeans, and bro.
For real, nah, but you know what? Phenomenally talented. I don't know what.
Who's I don't know who's on his neck, but he's not missed.
Is he?
Yeah.
He's not missed.
The run because apparently he was just dropping.
Every song is put out, maybe bar one. It's been phenomenal. Like it's just been ridiculous, and the project is so good because it's 30 minutes. Leave it, and there's not many skips on there. And some of the slower songs are really good as well, like Otota and Sumomi, which is a bit quicker. They're really, really good. Like it makes really good music. I'm convinced.
He's got me saying Assalamu alaikum like my name's Mohammed. Assalamu alaikum.
You know what's the wildest thing about him though is like, cause I was trying to explain it to Sophie because she likes a couple of his songs as well. Because obviously I've been playing it. She's always around me. I was just saying to her like, and you can probably attest to this as well. Being like from Nigeria, yeah, and like hearing stuff in our language and our dialect. Some songs are easier to gravitate towards. Like a lot of Burners and Wizkid songs, we can sing it because Yoruba is quite easy to kind of pick up. Yeah. But when Asake is saying certain things, I'm like, is this man speaking in Yoruba or is he speaking like something else entirely? Because it's a very thick accent.
Yeah, but I think
not accent. Sorry, the way he says it is very like
he might be like
he's from there. Yeah.
But I know Burna Boy comes from wealth. So I think because his mum was Fela Kuti's manager, Davido's dad is a billionaire. So I don't think their Yoruba is probably. I think Asake is in the trenches.
Brother, I'll pick up a couple words, and afterwards I'm like, I'm not even gonna LeBron this because I can't.
It's different in terms of like, it'll be like someone from the north speaking English. You know how? Sometimes it's hard to pick up on the accent. So that's what I think is happening. Because I had the same thing. I was like.
What is this? Yeah. It takes a while, man, and still to this day, I
don't need to know what he's saying. Whatever he's saying, it's working.
I hear that still.
If that
someone said they need to. Do you know how you can do capture to like prove you're a human being so you can buy tickets? Someone said the capture. I think it was Toby said the capture should be you got to recite Asake's lyrics in order to get the tickets. There'll be one person in attendance.
For real, because I think
it's hard, brother. His lyrics are
he's done
crazy.
so much in the summertime. It's just like you might have to see him. And then now he dropped a project, and then straight after dropping a project, he dropped a teaser for another song, and I was just like,
that teaser's
I spoke to Princess.
For loaded, I'll send it to you after
and I was
this.
like, this guy's just dropping crack cocaine.
This guy don't miss.
Music. Yeah, 100%.
This guy don't miss.
It hits. Like I'm not saying I love everything. I think that will just be the relationship that I've already had with Afro beats, and that I like some things here and there. But when he's on form,
it's hard for him to miss.
And do you know what is happening? What is so good for him already is it's all already there. So I advise like go watch his videos.
Yeah.
He's the whole package already. His videos are so clean.
Is it?
Like
I can't believe I haven't seen them yet. I'll watch them after this.
Yeah, just watch a few. But the artistry that he's showing already is why I'm saying, listen, get your houses in order.
Like he's coming.
Burner was smart to link up with him. The Butch might want to think about showing some love because he's on his way.
There's a video of Wiz vibing to "Praises Be on You" in the club anyway, so you know, it's already there. You have it. Listen, bro, he's that guy. Have you listened to have you ever listened to Gibbs' album?
I listened to it here. I like the Pusha T records.
That Pusha T record is ridiculous.
The Raekwon record as well.
Yeah, Anderson .Paak.
Yes.
And Raekwon, the chef, he was cooking, man.
Yeah.
Is Anderson .Paak still wearing that wig?
I don't know.
He still was. You know, congratulations.
As we speak.
Till this day.
Nah, it works. It works. That's real cocaine wigs.
Listen, man, Anderson .Paak is very talented.
Oh,
I was saying this before we were recording, I think, or maybe at the end of the last episode. Like, again, I'll reiterate, like Freddie, like there's so much antics around him. So every time, more actually for this project, I was like a bit worried how this is gonna come out because the single sounded a bit more commercial. He was just getting too caught up in too many beefs. And when I looked at the producer list, his best products for me have always been one producer producing it. That's where he's in his bag the most. But it's still good music. Like he reminds me he's still very, very capable of making good music. So my fears are alleviated.
Never lose that ability, and he does.
He just needs to focus.
As often as he comes back, he does actually give himself some time to actually put together.
Yeah, this album took a while to come out.
So
compared to,
I'm not surprised at all that
it's a
he
good
was
project,
able
man.
to deliver a good project. I think I don't keep up with his antics, so I don't have that cloud.
Yeah, fair
I can
enough.
see as a fan how that'd be so frustrating.
It is frustrating.
When you like someone like that, you just want them to get to
Just
it.
cook, man.
Yeah.
Like, do what you do best. But yeah, no, I'm pleased with the project. It's not my favorite from him, but it's still in line with how good his last products have been. Like, he's not tapered off. He's still very much in his bag.
You're with musicians the same way me and Amal with footballers. When we hear them have antics outside of football,
It's like, do your job.
just play football.
Yeah, I hear
Like,
you.
you in the club till 4 a.m. Just play football. That's what you're here to do.
You have to live life, though.
No sir, not when you're getting $100 a week.
Is there anything else y'all want to touch on before we go?
Nah, man. Nah.
Just get your gins in order.
For real.
Yeah.
Enjoy it. If people who got tickets, enjoy the show, man. Well deserved. They were fighting. I thought it was going to have to turn into Game of Thrones, 55 nights.
55 nights. Any song requests for
Ooh.
this week?
Oh, fuck. I threw my... I want to do it. Probably should have done it for last week's episode, but Mel made me do it.
They made me do it. My choice is Smino and J. Cole. They got a new song called 90 Proof.
Smino released
Smino's
album
putting
as
out.
well.
Yeah,
You
dropping.
put out an album?
I think it's coming out soon. The single
Oh,
came out.
You just dropped a song.
It was just a single, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Single came out and it sounds good. J. Cole doing what he does best on features. Sounds good, man. Smino's hasn't dropped an album for a while, and I'm just like, brother, please feed the streets, man.
They cooked J. Cole and MDA 2K.
Why? Is his
So-
stats terrible?
Nah, he's basically in the studio and he's dropping a verse, and in the game they're not feeling it. But you know what it is? So it sounds like it was a reference track for London, but my God, he was not saying anything
Really?
of worth. Hey, listen, BR is the best rapper alive. I see it now.
Let me do some research because what I saw.
Listen, it's her H and some German rapper. Her verse is good, but she looks better.
How can you say it was good, but she looks better? Jesus Christ! I'll be watching that shortly.
The song I choose is by Crayon or Laba.
Crayon, as in like crayon, like a drawing crayon. Fair enough.
Say less.
I listened to it.
Love for that.
I really
Episode
yeah.
160. Hey, the road to 200 begins.
Yeah, man.
It's begun
Paying now.
already, bro. It began at 1.
I guess so. Yeah. That's the one way of looking at it. But you know what I'm trying to say.
You know what we're trying to get into.
Pedantic.
Shallow and pedantic. Where's that from? Family Guy.
Oh,
Probably.
Shallow and pedantic. Yeah, probably. Like, listen, subscribe,
Yeah,
share.
I mean, do
Please,
that.
please do your
I thought you said send us peas. I mean, you can
send
do
us
that.
if you really want to. Cash app us. Nah,
Check out my OnlyFans.
check out Eman's OnlyFans. Leave us
OnlyFans.
5-star reviews on Spotify. And yeah, we'll be back next week.
Only feet.
Only feet, only schmeat.